Is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Lazy Sunday live stream here on Out of the Basement. I'm Nate, joined with Justin,
Sup, guys?
and today we're not going to be talking about the Black Series. I mean, just kidding. We are still going to be talking about the Black Series, but today's episode here on the live stream, we're going to be talking about all the other figures we collect. Thought that'd be a fun topic.
Absolutely. Because, we're just not getting any news because it's like that end of the year news
Right.
drought. So we've been trying to think of like activities to do on stream, like the draft and then the Stormtrooper tier list. I wanted to do like an all encompassing stream about the other lines that we collect. Because while Black Series is our bread and butter and is surely the main line we collect, the number one priority,
Yeah.
we do collect some other stuff as well.
A predator? NECA.
Feral.
Yeah, I mean, most people that watch the live stream do know that, but it is still fun to just kind of talk about the other lines we collect. So we've like gathered a couple figures from each of the lines that we collect that are like our favorites, and we're just gonna, talk about them.
Yep.
And of course, we're gonna do recent pickups as well, along with epic Black Friday pickups. Or something.
Yeah, I did go to Best Buy. I went to 2 Best Buys on the day of. I know I don't like to contribute.
But you did.
But I did. So I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah, I bought everything online that I wanted, and did not go anywhere.
Because I can't risk it with the slips.
Oh, I know. I got burned. I definitely got burned. So, but yeah, we'll talk about that in a little while. But let's start out by saying what's up to everyone who's joined us so far today. 88 people here with us. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you are new as well. We are primarily a Black Series channel, but today we're just talking toys. It's fun to talk toys. Big Bendu, hello, welcome.
Yo.
We got Trezoth. 80s
Hello.
Kid is here as well.
What's up, 80s? We got your picture there.
Yep, true. Collector Cody. We got your picture right here.
Yep.
Little Kid Rock Sheryl Crow reference for everyone early in the stream. Good evening, Wayne. How are you? Got my R5D4. Nice.
Yo.
Coming next is the new Mando Fleet Commander. Tom Holland Spider-Man. Supposed to be a good figure. Very nice.
Yeah, I can't wait to get that R5. I'm going to wait for the one that is the Target exclusive that comes with pit droids because I don't have any pit
Same.
droids yet. But, yeah.
What's up, James? We got
Hey.
Elemental Crafting. The Force is strong with this one. Lomond. Sir Pounce. No worries, Sir Pounce. Don't worry. No worries. It's okay. What's up, Tom? We got Not Obi-Wan. Personally, I mostly just collect Star Wars. Ooh, Lego Horizon Tallneck. Cool. What's up, Collector Khan? Have to catch the replay. I am a NECA Predator in Star Wars Black Series, as well as Halo, Spartan Collection, and World of Halo. I sometimes pick up Transformers. Very nice. Catch you on the replay there.
All right. Yep. See you later.
What's up, Andy?
Oh, that's a great one.
We got Gerardo here as well. And Gerardo collects G.I. Joe and Masters of the Universe. I used to collect Alien and Jurassic Park, but had to stop because of not having more space.
Yeah,
It do be like
we'll
that.
talk about Jurassic a little later, but I think the 3 3/4 inch was the way to go for Jurassic, which that's like what the overwhelming majority of it is. Mm-hmm. But I made the mistake of getting an Amber collection first and then switching.
Well, I mean, you didn't really have a choice at the time.
True.
What's up,
True.
Wilbon? We got Star Wars Collector, finally able to catch a live. Sup, guys? What's up, man? What's up? We got Stephen P. in here, just stopping in to say hi. Have to work. We'll be here next week.
Nice.
Stephen, call off. You'll be out.
Yeah, call off for the stream.
Yeah.
No
What's up?
biggie.
What's up? Should have figured. Also got Phantom Menace Dennis in here, able to catch a live.
Yeah.
We got Dan in here. Darth Educator, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving
hello.
to you. What's up, Odin? Six Society. Fig. What's up, James Wade? Thinking about picking up some NECA Dungeons and Dragons figures.
Ooh.
Yeah, they do look sick. I have the War Duke. I'm good with just the War Duke, but great figure. What's up, 212 Hunter? I collect Jazzware's Spartan collection, Sideshow. Oh, we know you collect Sideshow and Hot Toys.
Right.
Oh, we know. What's up, Peak Obi-Wan? Appo's in here as well. What has this channel become? Hey, this was Justin's idea.
True.
What's up, Zoot Boy?
True. Yo, what up?
Fig collects the tears of those who've been banned in the Discord.
Dude, we've been getting some NPCs in the Discord lately. Just like some real oddballs characters joining lately.
Yeah,
We've like had to ban maybe like 3 people before the last month or so, but now it's just like up to like probably 8. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Nixelplix collects dust. I think we all do, really.
Truth.
What's up, Rick Jones? And we got Brennan Sanchez in here. Norsky's here. What's up, Norsky? Not Obi-Wan says, are we getting a gaming stream again this year? Last of the year again?
I'm already cooking.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do... Because the Sundays conveniently land on Christmas Eve and then New Year's Eve. So I was talking with the Discord. I was like, which is more appropriate? And everyone said New Year's, which I agree. Because it's a celebration with the community. We're not going to be playing a modern game because my PC would die. So I want to see if Battlefront 2 on Steam is working again. The classic. Because remember last time we tried, it was like...
Yeah. It was weird.
It was busted. So we could only play one. So I would be down to switch it up this year and play Battlefront 2. And that would be on New Year's Eve, Sunday, 1 p.m. Central. Everyone can join. Everyone can play. Grand Admiral... Or what's my Steam name? I'll have to see what that is. I'll have to see what my Steam name is.
Isn't your Steam name just Salacious, J-Rick?
I thought it was Grand Admiral something. I'll have to double check with you on that, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
test it. I'm gonna like pick a day with the Discord to test it, get people to join the game, see if they lag out, because I know we had some issues with that last year as well.
Right.
So, yeah, we're definitely gonna do a gaming stream again, a community gaming stream where everyone can play with us if you have a PC and Steam. And Battlefront 1 and 2, they were like $2-3 on Black Friday. So I put that in the Discord as well.
Nice.
Yep.
Gamerzone, thank you for being a member for 28 months. Appreciate that.
Hey.
What's up, Jesse Garcia? Also got
Hello.
Cornholio in here, who's been going to Targets today for the new Spider-Man Marvel Legends. Finally found the Green Goblin. Nice. Good score. Good score.
Yeah, my PC can run modern games, but I'm talking about streaming and playing. Usually, streamers who stream modern, like AAA games, you use 2 PCs, actually. Like, most of the actual big streamers are using a streaming PC and then a gaming PC
Right.
to actually live stream to Twitch or YouTube. So for the sake of streaming, I can only pretty much do like classic games that you could run on a potato.
Right. Fig, thank you for the $5.
Hey.
Thanksgiving weekend stream, Warhammer 40k, G.I. Joe, and several other dips into lines I collect. Oh,
Nice.
yes. Very nice. Thank you for the channel support, Fig. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
What's up, Zavi? Nice to see you here. And Davies Toys is here, and they also collect Marvel Legends, Power Rangers Lightning Collection, and G.I. Joe Classified. The old Hasbro Royal Flush.
Right.
Very nice. Liam the Cool Guy. What's up? Welcome to the stream. And we got Jeff Dubb in here,
Hey.
dropping a dub on us. $20. Thank you, Jeff. Sup,
Appreciate
guys?
that.
Happy Thanksgiving. What's up, Jeff?
Yeah,
Thank
you as well,
Happy
you as well.
Thanksgiving to you. Got Seth Nico in here as well. And then Ivan Gambino is here. And with that, Justin, Hybrid Toy Reviews just dropped $2 for us.
Hey.
Thank you, Hybrid. Good afternoon, guys. Just left Target with Hollow Bow.
Oh,
Ooh.
I guess that's dropping then. Target.
Cool.
I
Cool.
like already forgot which ones were exclusive to where, but Bo-Katan must be Target.
Yeah, Bo-Katan is Target. Ahsoka is Walmart. I don't know about the other ones. Han's Fan Channel.
Right. Oh, we also got a first super chat from Brendan, aka Major Mouse, who is trolling us a little bit. I'm your enemy, basement babies. I will be your doom. Thanks,
Yes.
Brendan. We love you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry, 80s kid. Those are the rules.
No, of course not.
Yeah, no.
Shills are paid by corporations to say nice things about them. I'd be willing to bet there are no actual YouTube Hasbro shill. Like, I highly doubt Hasbro pays.
The only way you can look at it would be from like the people who get like the promotional boxes, which is like every once in a while.
Yeah, and then we learned that you apply for those. Like, Lucanus
Right.
Monster is not a shill. He's not
Right.
paid by Hasbro, but he applied to get the free box.
But people will try and justify that and say that counts because it's free items.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like we were talking about, and also thank you everyone for joining us so far. 134 people in here. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you're new.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are here because with this stream not being about Black Series, I totally expected less viewers, and that's
Right.
okay because, we're a Black Series channel. People expect us to talk about Black Series, but we collect other stuff too.
Today's for the diehards.
Yes.
For the diehards. So we appreciate you guys. But yeah, there's no Black Series news. It's the end of the year. There's nothing going on at all.
I mean, once December hits, our content, like, we're going to be doing our top 10 lists and, like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
our heavy hitting end of the year, beginning of the year list videos. The Black Series Awards are happening again.
Mm-hmm.
And I would appreciate it if you guys all went and voted in our polls. We have like 4 polls up, and they're going to be up forever. There's no time limit. You can vote whenever you want.
Yeah.
I think we have like 9 awards this
Vote.
year. So yeah, go vote. Yeah, is this stream even Google? Satisfying, Fig. Christopher, if you're watching, dead wrong, buddy. You're dead wrong. Try to school us on DJ not having photoreal. DJ does have photoreal. Indeed.
Yeah. That was
You can see the dots. Like, you can see the dots.
that was a little bit of a ridiculous comment for sure.
Own up. Own it, guys.
Yeah.
Just face it. You're wrong.
Own it that you're
Island
right.
Journey Ray is the first photoreal figure. Nope.
I
Sequential order.
I will own that I'm right. So thank you.
Kyle, thank you so much for the channel support. Any update on Tom Walgreen? Maybe he needs a new highly desirable exclusive fig to cure his sickness. JK, but jokes aside, loving the content lately. I appreciate ya. What if we jinxed it, Nate, and they're gonna like introduce the return of Walgreens exclusives?
Well, I don't think that's going to happen because I think the guy that was like the figure guy at Walgreens, I don't think he's like doesn't work there anymore. So I don't think that the exclusives will return, which is good because Walgreens is stupid. The way they ship their figures to all of their stores and break up their cases is stupid. It makes it impossible to track anything.
Yes.
And yeah, it's dumb. And yeah, as you guys saw, Tom Walgreen has fallen on very hard times. The crippling alcoholism, and
That was a deep cut.
yeah, that was a good one. And it was fun to bring back Tom Walgreen for a quick bit.
Yep.
Yeah, it was unfortunate though. Paige wasn't home, so I didn't have the glasses. So we just had to go glasses off.
We had to go glasses off.
But thanks, Kyle, for the $4.99. Appreciate that. Mm-hmm. And 80s Kid is ESB. I would imagine you could probably get the 40th carded one, like the one without C-3PO. I know the one with C-3PO, I'm pretty sure, is fairly valuable on the aftermarket.
It's $32.99 on Amazon.
For just the solo Chewie or with?
Yeah, solo.
Okay. So, I mean, the 40th, 32, it's a little expensive, but...
It is the best Chewy, though.
For sure, for sure.
It's out of stock on EE and Big Bad. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's probably about to go. I
mean, it is like, what, 3 years old at this point? Almost 4?
Mm-hmm.
So...
Hunter, thank you for being a member for 21 months. Appreciate that.
Same with Wilbon. Thank you so much.
Yes.
For 5 months. Basement
Thank
Battalion,
you.
gang. We shipped your figure, by the way.
Yes.
I finally brought it to Nate's. We boxed it up. It's shipped.
And we shipped it. We sent it on your way.
See, our Wheel of Rebo is not a scam. It might just take us like 3 weeks to ship it, but not a scam.
Collector Cody says, unfortunately, I can't get Hammond Collection here in Ireland, but what's your overall impression of the line? As I love Jurassic Park, and I'm going to find them online. That's awful. You can't get them. What about just in general, like Mattel, like products? Is there like a decent presence? I mean, I would imagine there's like Barbies and stuff, but like, what about like other Mattel action figures? Do you find those in Ireland? But obviously, Justin is almost a completionist for the Hammond collection, so
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good indication of how he feels about the line. And I have a few figures from the Hammond collection line, and they are all very impressive. They're really highly detailed, tons of paint apps on them.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is when they cheap out on some of the dinos and don't give like every dino jaw articulation. I feel like that is like kind of essential for dinosaur action figures.
Well, it's only been one out of like, I don't know, like, what is that?
Still,
like
though, 1 leads to 2, 2 leads to 3.
Yeah, really, Mattel?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to James Wade, who's been a member for 11 months.
Hey.
And also Kyle has been a member for 28 months. So thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of weird referring to it as the ST, the JP ST.
But it's, I mean, it's true.
It is a sequel,
it's
legacy
a-
sequel trilogy.
It's an accurate description, so you can't really say
Right.
it's not the ST.
I will buy dinosaurs. For example, the Carnotaur is coming out, and I mean that's like one of the most popular dinosaurs ever.
Yeah.
Like I love the Carno, you know, from the original like what is that Disney dinosaur movie where the villains were 2 Carnos?
Oh, yeah.
There's
a
a
movie
bit
that's
of-
it's just called Dinosaurs.
Yeah. So there's a bit of nostalgia, and I will collect the species from the sequel trilogy. I just won't collect the human characters because the movies themselves are kind of abysmal in my opinion. So I'll get anything and everything from the first 3, the OT, and then nothing from no human characters.
The only ST human character that deserves to be made is Jimmy Buffett.
Yes,
Rest in peace.
with his
With the 2 margaritas.
yeah.
That would be they should do that for like one of the like oddball Mattel creation things that they do, like they just did with Mr. DNA.
Yeah. I got it.
Cody did also say no Mattel in Ireland. Wow. Interesting.
All right. Well, 20 minutes in. We still got 150. I appreciate you guys. Smash
Alan.
like, hit like. We're at 47 likes. We like to get over 100 on each stream. And yes, Alan, yeah, even Jurassic Park 3. I prefer Jurassic Park 3 over any of the sequel trilogy ones.
Yep. The ranking is 1, 3, 2, World. And I only saw Fallen King. I actually didn't see the last Jurassic Park movie.
I have not seen Dominion either.
I couldn't bring myself to do it. I saw the runtime, and I'm just so sick and tired of the whole legacy sequel thing, and it just looked so like obnoxious, I guess is how I would describe it.
I think the legacy sequel fatigue is really hitting hard.
Uh-huh.
Starting with Halloween 2018, and then they did like Texas Chainsaw Legacy sequel, Indiana Jones Legacy sequel, Jurassic Legacy sequel. I mean, it's just
Right.
like endless. And then they're all depressed. They're all like old, depressed, divorced, alcoholic. Luke, same thing, Last Jedi. Like, they're all just like decrepit, lonely. And it's like the originals ended on such a positive note, and then you flash forward, Dewey and Scream.
Right.
Gale Weathers, they didn't stay together. He's just like,
It's like all these characters you loved.
they're just
are
like
all-
eating a
they-
beer, they got their belly out, or drinking a beer, they got their belly out.
Yeah, they all end up miserable. It's
I'm like,
oh, that's so awesome. I love that.
Hey, I was negative 2 years old when Jurassic Park came out.
Hold on, let me check the exact release date because it came out the year I was born, but I'm not sure.
You were
if I
born in
was-
93?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
so yeah, nope, June 11th. I was not alive yet. I was born on the 25th of June, so I was just
Yeah.
short.
But we grew up with those VHS tapes.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, so
All the toys, the Jeeps, the dinos. You remember the battle damage dinos that would have like the little chunks missing out of them, and you could see like
Yeah.
a little bit of like blood and
yeah, I remember the
ribs.
Jurassic Park 3 set where the knobs, and it's like the T-Rex versus the Spino.
Yes,
And you like
yes.
twist the thing and they fight.
It was like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah.
Dude, incredible stuff.
Um
Norski was -10. Brendan was -4.
Yeah, and it's like they always don't end up together. Like, there's no happily ever after. It's always revealed that 20, 30, 40 years later they got divorced, they're fat, old, beer alcoholic. Like, it's like icky, and they do it they do it for every Legacy sequel. It's like there can never be a happily ever after ever again.
Right. Hybrid says the least accurate part of Legacy sequels is the beer drinking belly out eating cold cuts off your belly on the sofa. People are depressed. I'm living my best life. Oh, that's good. -2 gang.
Yeah, 95 gang, let's go.
Yep. James Wade was 23. Nice. Jeremy was 21. See though, but that honestly that'd be kind of hype though to be like have an adult brain and be able to see those movies like in a theater like at the time, because I've seen Jurassic Park in theaters since then.
True, I have as well.
But it's not the same. Like, I would love to be in it where no one's seen it. You're sitting in a big packed theater.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be cool.
Right. Well, I mean, this is a good segue.
Yeah.
This is a great segue to talk about lines that we collect, other toys that we collect other than Black Series. Like I was kind of saying earlier in the stream, yes, Black Series Star Wars is our number one. Star Wars is the only franchise I would consider hardcore collecting where it's like, I got to get every Imperial, I got to get every clone.
Right.
All the OT characters, prequel characters. Even then, we don't collect them all. I pass on Carbonized, Credit Collection, most of the Holiday, all of the Holocom, a lot of new media, Disney Plus stuff. But it's like the hardcore number one priority collection. And the reason why we don't talk about this other stuff outside of the stream is because we're a Star Wars Black Series YouTube channel. That is what our YouTube channel is about. It's about the Black Series. Because every once in a while, we'll get some sort of hater comment that you guys only talk about Black Series for the views.
Or it's a Black Series channel.
It's like, you want people to watch your content? Really?
Right. No, I mean, well, and the thing is like, once, the algorithm picks up on something you do, it'll just like, you could look at like a lot of other action figure YouTube channels that do like a variety of different figure line reviews, and just look at how the views just like completely fluctuate, which is okay if you want to do that, but just for us personally here on the channel, we just want to focus on the one line and keep it streamlined. But you could see it, most action figure content creators have one figure line they're known for, and those always do the best for them, and then everything else is just kind of like random hit or miss. But yeah, so like Justin was saying, we do collect a lot of other stuff other than Black Series. We're big movie fans, so we do love a lot of NECA figures as well. Those are like, that's probably the second largest.
Should we
I mean,
just jump right into NECA?
yeah, sure. I would say it's my second largest collection outside of Black Series. Would be just all of my NECA figures in general.
I as well. Well.
Marvel Legends is probably a really close third, but for me, NECA is definitely the biggest collection I have outside of Black Series because, like I said, we're huge movie fans. NECA is like the best company to go to for movie-related figures.
Yes.
Especially if you're a horror fan, if you love sci-fi. I mean, I'm not saying anyone here doesn't know, but
Right.
yeah. So NECA, one of the earliest lines I've collected. Justin, we have great memories of going to Toys R Us every single week trying to find the new Friday the 13th Ultimate figures.
Yes. Almost everything about NECA is excellent. A lot of their IP is like, I mean, it's popular properties, but it's not going to be anywhere as expensive to license out as like Star Wars or Marvel. So they are able to just completely knock these figures out of the park as far as paint app, detail, sculpt. They're making improvements on articulation, although I would say in my experience over the years, that's probably their biggest struggle.
Oh, for sure.
Was articulation, but they're starting to do like some pinless double joint stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Like is Part 7 pinless?
Yeah, Part 7 is pinless. They've even done stuff like that all the way back to like Ash versus Evil Dead. Ash is double jointed pinless. I think that actually might have been one of the first double jointed pinless. So, like, I mean, yeah, because like before the Ultimate line, like NECA figures almost had like no articulation below the waist. Like the legs were always like pre-posed for the most part, until like the Ultimates started really happening. So, my two that I picked are both horror figures, but
Of course.
we love NECA Turtles. Shout out to NECA Turtles, the movie stuff.
Yep.
I love the NECA Universal Monsters, and I love, they don't make them anymore, but the NECA Pacific Rim line. It was so good. It was so good.
You love the Godzilla ones too.
Yeah, and Godzilla, which they also don't make anymore. So, but the two I chose, the first one, I mean, come on.
Yeah. This was a godsend of a figure because
let me put the bush hog down a little bit here so we can see the details.
So Nate and I are huge Friday the 13th fans. We love classic slashers, and Friday is just like our bread and butter when it comes to like the classic 80s slashers. But there has been a lawsuit between the original director and the original writer, and so all Friday the 13th merchandise has had to be put on hold for like 5-6 years at this point, 7 years, because the game got screwed over, and then they couldn't, like NECA had to stop making, because they were like hammering out each look of Jason.
Right.
They had to stop.
They were just going down the list. So luckily we got very far with them. The only ones that we do need are 8, 9, and 10. Well, both from 10. So I'm happy that we got as far as we did, because they were able to sneak this figure out, but then right after that, the Friday the 13th merchandising got paused again. So
yeah, there was like a brief moment of time where they could make new stuff, and then it went right back.
Yep. So they were able to sneak this one out because they had actually announced this figure, and then we're like, yeah, we can't release it. So we waited a really long time for this, and it was worth the wait. Like when we got it, it completely delivered.
Oh yeah, it's the first one with double joints.
Yep. Pinless double jointed elbows, great articulation. As you can see, fantastic paint app details, like tons of really amazing sculpting. It comes with like an exploding mask effect, all sorts of wonderful accessories too. So that's probably my favorite Jason they've done so far. You know, Part 7 might not be the best movie, but it's the first Friday the 13th I remember seeing, and has the best Jason design, period. End of story.
Yeah. For me, I mean, since you chose a Jason, I'll get my Jason out of the way as well. I had a sneaking suspicion Nate would choose Part 7 Jason. Something, I don't know if we mentioned, but they cram accessories into NECA as well. So, for example, with every like horror villain that they do, they literally pack every single possible accessory that the character uses.
Right.
Like, down to like this one comes with a corkscrew, because there's a part in Part 4 where someone is looking for the corkscrew and then Jason jams it into someone's hand, and like he comes with the little tiny corkscrew. But I went with the saw and then the split. That's just so gnarly.
Yep, the split hand. And I love on that Jason too, there's like the alternate head that has the slit in it, so you can you can plug a machete into the side of his head, and it looks like how he does at the end of the movie. It's so awesome.
Right. And Part 4 I would say is the most quality of the Friday film, so Part 4 just has a special place in my heart. Love the details, and like I said, like they jam pack accessories.
And Zoo Boy, I totally agree with you. They've been doing an incredible job with the Universal monsters, like unbelievable. Ooh, now that is a figure I love as well.
Yeah, the other NECA figure, because I have tons. Obviously, we got like so many, but we just chose like 2 or 3 of our favorites from each line. I love Alien and Aliens. I actually prefer Alien, but I don't have the big chap. Because I'm I have so many Xenos. I have so many Xenomorphs.
Well, and the problem is, too, is like the good big chap they did is actually like quite a few years old. So you have to go out of your way to find it, because the re-released one, they didn't do like a nice white dome. And like the white dome is what makes Big Chap, right?
Right.
You know?
Like, look at that jaw.
Yeah.
The external jaw that comes out. It's articulated.
The Warrior Aliens were so good at the time. It was so awesome that they were just like, boom, we've got blue ones, we've got brown ones. Take your pick. Get it.
I got both, of course.
Yeah.
Because I was like obsessed with these back in the early, when I first started collecting NECA. I was like, these look so sick. The sculpt is awesome.
So, yeah, let's talk. Gerald brings up a pretty good question here.
Sure.
They say, any truth to NECA QC issues? And this is something that is talked about frequently online. And there is some truth to the QC issues. Most NECA figures I would 100% call fragile. And most of them require some sort of heat, like, a hair dryer or something to loosen the joints up. So you just have to be very careful with them. But even then, you can be very careful and still break something. I've broke quite a few NECA figures. Justin, I know you actually broke your quarter scale Jason.
So, yeah, in my opinion, there's definitely some truth to it, but I think it's overblown, which I think you would agree with.
I would agree.
Because it sounds like people are just manhandling their figures. Where it should be pretty easy to tell that it's not like a freaking like Marvel Legends Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean,
and it just sounds like people are too rough with them.
Yeah, because it's weird to say, but it's like, if you're moving a joint on a figure and you start feeling resistance, stop moving it, and either put it in a cup of warm water or get a hair dryer out and blow air on it from a safe distance and get it to loosen up. That's all you got to do. You don't force the joint, because that's how you're going to break it. And I actually do think there's people out there that intentionally break their NECA figures to make videos criticizing NECA, and like just because they don't like them that much as a company?
I broke my quarter scale Jason, and I also broke my alien queen. However, the xenomorph queen was on the top shelf of like a Blu-ray shelf, and it fell onto like a hard carpet.
Right.
And the jaw broke off. I'm not gonna hold that against NECA. That was my like idiocracy of putting it on the top shelf, and the stand is kind of That was my bad. But the quarter scale Jason, it was the arm was just frozen, and I broke it trying to articulate the arm. That was like the only instance of the like 7-inch scale ultimate stuff. I haven't broken anything.
Yeah, really the only thing, like my original Leonardo, I had like a sword snap from a shelf dive, stuff like that, where it's like, yeah, obviously they're not accounting for your figures taking a shelf dive. Like you can't fault NECA if your figure falls off of a shelf and it snaps, because I don't think they're at the factory knocking them off a shelf to test the fragility of them.
Yeah. I saw some people asking about TMNT, and yeah, like you said, we both love, specifically Secret of the Ooze. I have the Toka and Raza 2-pack, and then I also have those 2-packs that Nate is showing. I also have Splinter, a couple of Foot Soldiers. I'd be so down to get Kino.
Yep.
Yeah, I got those.
I hope they do Kino without the moped, or with the moped but without the extra autograph and t-shirt and stuff to inflate the price. The other favorite figure I pulled out for NECA for me though is the Ultimate Pinhead.
Ooh, yes.
And this one I chose not only because Hellraiser, the original movie, is wonderful. It's an amazing horror film, but I was impressed because they did some nice soft goods here for the lower skirt. Did some good sculpting on the legs that's like purple. He's got like purple armor underneath the costume. But they started incorporating wires with this figure. And this was the first NECA figure I got that had wiring for the skirt piece around here. So I really liked that as an innovation. Because if you're going to do soft goods, I feel like wires are pretty essential, and they just elevate everything. And I think most collectors would be willing to pay extra to get wires in soft goods. So I do really appreciate that figure because of the innovation that they did for their own figures, and now you can see it in really reflected in the Universal Monsters line, because a lot of those figures have soft goods with wires in them.
Right, and it's just insane. I was listening to Frederick's figures on Black Series Cantina, and he brought up a great point about how the classic like Universal Monsters, some of those films are like coming up on 100 years old, and it's just like insane that we would get such high quality, like photorealistic, you pluck them right out of the screen figures for something that's like almost an entire century old. So cool. Cool, Jeff. Cool. I like that.
Yep. I do collect the Terminators, Predators, Aliens.
Same. I love the Predators. This is my desk figure.
Yep.
I also have Jungle Hunter, City Hunter.
Yeah, for later in the stream, if we're just hanging out, I've got some pile of shame stuff to open up, so I got that on the rider. But
that's cool.
Yeah, NECA is an amazing company. I personally think the figures they do, the value that they give for most of their figures is great. Can you, like Justin? It was crazy to think NECA Ultimate figures used to be $24.99, and they came with all of those accessories.
Yeah.
They were, $5 more than Black Series. I mean, I guess they still technically are only like $5 to $5.
Some.
Yeah. It depends. It depends.
That's a good point. I guess we should bring up the negatives, so we're not just NECA shills now. We're NECA shills. Hasbro has gone up in price. NECA, in my opinion, they've gone up even higher.
Especially for the Predators. Here's some other NECAs
I was
got.
scanning like a Predator the other day, and it was like $38.99 or something. I'm like, for something that used to be $24.99, now it's $38.99 or whatever it is.
And most Predators are actually $41.99.
Well, there you go. And so for that reason, I have really slowed down on NECA. I mean, luckily,
Same.
they don't make stuff that I want all the time. That's a big pick and choose line.
I was going to say the good thing about NECA is they've also slowed down on the one thing that we really loved from them, which was Friday the 13th figures. Because those were, remember, those were rapid fire at the time. It was boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. So they slowed themselves down for us, which is fine with me. And I'm in the same boat as you. The price has really gone up. I really only grab the horror figures now. Like if it's a horror figure, I'm most likely going to pick it up. I was tempted to get the Nun when we were at Kokomo Toys, but
yeah,
I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, you got that one too. Sir Pounds talking about.
Yep, I did get that. That was
so cool.
That was one that was like no negotiation. I was like, I need this.
Yeah.
I need the Dr. Chalice to go with the kids that I already have. They're from the 8-inch line. And a bonus autographed Tom Adkins Silver Shamrock coaster. Incredible.
Yeah, I love it. I got the Halloween 3 trick-or-treaters, Leatherface, Pennywise, Michael Myers, Evil Dead stuff, Little Sam from Trick or Treat, Chucky and Tiffany, which is nice because Chucky is her like #1 horror franchise, so that's been fun. But yes, NECA. And Nate, I'm going to ask you if you could talk about a line that I don't collect so I can go refill my coffee.
All right. What?
So
Let me-
what's a line that
Let me check. All right. I got you. All right. Go get a refill.
All right. Hey now.
So,
Hey now.
I guess I didn't know you were going
I'll
to
be back.
All right. I'll start it off though. Because we'll talk a little bit about McFarlane. Not only do I like the DC Multiverse stuff from McFarlane, but I do collect the Spawn. But for the examples that I chose today, they are both DC figures, but I like their Warhammer figures. And it's also exciting because there's new Warhammer McFarlane figures finally coming out. They're doing more, so that's awesome. But I do like the Spawn stuff, although I haven't bought any of the newer Spawn figures. I'm kind of like, I have my Spawn looks. I have the Kickstarter Spawn. New Wonder Woman does look incredible. She's a pickup for sure. But yeah, some people love McFarlane, some people hate McFarlane. I also do like the old movie Maniac figures from McFarlane. The new ones, not so much, because they're not even really doing horror figures. They've done 2 out of like 20-something figures that they've done. But so my 2 examples that I'm bringing to the table today that I really love, and the first one, it's a Batman. And it's this is the Arkham City Batman repaint. This is the same figure as the Arkham Asylum one they did, but they whited out the eyes and they made the costume a little bit more accurate to City. And I think it just made this figure look so much better than the Asylum release. And I'm a huge fan of the games and the old, Arkham Asylum figures from like DC Collectibles. They were good, but they were really fragile. They were hard to find. They weren't really well articulated. So it was nice to finally get some new options here. And then the other one I chose for DC McFarlane is the Swamp Thing GameStop Mega Figure. I'm a huge Swamp Thing fan. Probably my favorite comic book character. And it was amazing to me, and now let me quickly dust it. It was amazing that McFarlane so quickly gave us a Swamp Thing figure, and it turned out so good because they always do great with the creatures, the monsters, everything like that. And so I was like, oh man, they got to do Swamp Thing. They got to do Swamp Thing. And they nailed it. We get, this one comes with the antler head. There's a standard version that looks more like classic Swamp Thing. But either way, it's just great. They did such a wonderful job on the Mega. They do a great job on all the Mega figures, honestly. I have so many of them, but unfortunately, they're just so large. I take them out, I have my moment with them, and then I just kind of just put them away. Not Obi-Wan. I liked the show. I thought the show was pretty good. I was bummed it got canceled. I liked it, that it was actually dark and gritty. And I'm talking about the new one. I'm not talking about the one from the 90s. That show, we're not going to talk about it. But, yeah. I would say if you're a DC fan, you should be pretty happy with the DC Multiverse figures, especially at this point. There was a little bit of a... Yeah, there was a little bit of a rough start at the beginning and for like the first year or two of the line, but I think they are really hitting some really nice strides. And like we've been seeing recently, they're finally doing a lot of classic costumes, and that just makes it so much better for most of us who are looking to buy these figures. So yeah, I would say I'm happy. These are much better than anything Mattel ever did.
It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. Yeah, so Nate is lying, you guys. Mid-Farlane is real, but no, I get what he's saying because the Mattel figures were so laughably bad. What was that line called? Multiverse or...
Yeah, it was also called DC Multiverse.
Yeah, it was garbage. So what we're getting from McFarlane is a lot better. But I will say, no photoreal.
Yep.
That's like... I almost can't buy the regular human faces. I have Penguin, but he's got the heavy makeup.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a Heath Ledger Joker. So finally. But he just comes with, this is a cool stand. But he needed to come with a gun or a knife, and then, Warner Brothers, they're like, if we include guns with our toys, children are going to grow up and be killers.
Right. They did such a awful move, and I think it is they are relaxing somewhat on the weaponry policy, but it was a big oof for a while, and then the side-eye thing was going on, but... I will say at least Todd listens. At least he listens. Because at first he was like, no, the side-eye is good. And everyone was like, no, the side-eye is bad. And then he's like, okay, we're done with the side-eye.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson Batman. I love that movie, The Batman. So I have pretty much all of those figures. But the Batman does have that side-eye thing. I also love the Dark Knight trilogy, so I have all of those. And I like that it's just like a one-and-done wave. It's you got Scarecrow, Joker, Two-Face, Batman, and then the Bane Build-A-Figure.
Let me ask you this, Justin. Are you going to get the Batman and Robin wave? Huh?
Hell no. No. I only have one section of a Detolf shelf, which, if you guys don't know, those are the glass shelves from IKEA. They go by, section...
Dude, actually, Detolfs, they're getting retired.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I got 2. I think I'm good with 2.
Yeah, I have 2 as well. 2's good.
I only have one section for DC McFarlane. So I have, some stuff from Arkham Asylum, because I finally played that game during lockdown, COVID. So I got, Joker, Batman, and then Killer Croc, which is cool. I have the Dark Knight trilogy wave, and then I have the figures from the Batman. I think I'm done. I think I'm completely done.
Actually,
Bank Heist Joker is really cool, but I don't have space.
Well, and they made it impossible to get Bank Heist Joker anyway, because you had to buy 2 other... Well, yeah, because the only way you could get him was in a 3-pack with the hologram Joker and then another figure
hologram. Yeah, and you want to talk about Hasbro doing wacky what is this jokerized crap that Todd is doing? Who let Todd cook?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
The repaint lines for McFarlane are crazy. Like, they are literally insane.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the Batman and Robin figures, though. I think they look great.
Yeah,
and
I mean...
That's a childhood nostalgic classic movie for me. I can recognize it's horrible, but I'd also be damn liar if I didn't say that I watched that one, like, endlessly.
Oh, that's fair. That's totally fair. I mean, nostalgia is... It's a hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug.
Yeah. But I think they're skimping out on accessories. I think they're skimping out with no photoreal. And then some of these, I don't know. But I'm also not a mega diehard DC fan.
I also think a problem that they're doing more recently is with figures. They're doing a more modern paint scheme for like a mainline release. But then the platinum edition of the figure will be like a super desirable, like classic color scheme repaint. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's kind of ridiculous because I guarantee you there's a large audience of people that would love to have like the classic bright color schemes, but they lock them behind the platinum, chase variant, which there's no way to like easily get those without spending a ton of money or getting lucky and finding them in the wild.
Right. Yeah. By the way, I know you saw my list on the StreamYard. Did you need to add any? Did you need me to add a line to this list?
I can do it.
Oh, okay. All right. So what should we talk about next? I forgot about that. Should we go Marvel Legends on the topic of superheroes?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
I like superheroes. I like Marvel Legends. Yeah, Marvel Legends for a long time for me was straight up neck and neck with Black Series for a long time. Neck and neck. But Marvel, there's just too much. There's too much. Even if you just like for me, I try to these days stick with Spider-Man. And even that, I'm like, there's too many Spider-Man figures. I couldn't imagine if I was also like, let me get all the X-Men. Let me get the Fantastic Four stuff. Let me get, all the different Iron Mans. There's just way too much Marvel Legends stuff to like keep up with. But it's another great line of figures. Like, I think they do a really fantastic job with most of the figures they do. Of course, they have their issues. But the thing that has always boggled my mind is how they get... Well, maybe not recently, because there's been a shift in the Marvel Legends community. But for a long time, people gave Marvel Legends so many passes for, like, reuse and, like... accessories, but now they're getting a little taste of the Black Series. But
Bucky Cap, I mean, how many years did they use the Bucky Cap mold?
They still use it.
Like, I mean, I know we still got Pre-Vista on that old Django body, but like, how many figures did they put on that buck?
Right. Yeah, they so many 49er. But yeah, see a 49er. So for the couple figures I chose, the first one I wanted to do was a newer figure, but this is the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man on the brand new Renew Your Vows Spider-Man body, which brings back a classic Spider-Man point of articulation, the toe hinge.
That is so awesome.
We have not seen the toe hinge in a very long time, but he's got toe hinge, boot swivel, pinless double knees, pinless double elbows, butterfly joints, ab crunch, ball jointed torso.
Those are actually pinless. That's not, because people say Black Series is pinless. No, it's not pinless. They're just single cut joints that never had pins. This new Marvel Legends stuff, that actually is pinless.
Right.
Because it's double. It's double.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah, collector. Oh yeah.
all. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's actually that's a pre-order. That's already been pre-ordered.
That's a pre-order for me, which is insane for Marvel Legends.
Yeah, but I love all the repaints they've done on this body. I do like the other newer body as well that doesn't have the toe hinge, but I wanted to specifically shout out the Renew Your Vows body since it does have the toe hinge.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man figures they do are just wonderful.
What's up,
Hooter? Thanksgiving's bong weekend? Hooter's having fun this weekend.
Up in Canada. Is that legal up in Canada? I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Only used to... Nice. Yeah, Fig, the Buck is fire. I almost chose the Daredevil, because the Daredevil is on the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man, but I just wish the Daredevil had like a little bit more bulk. So I stuck with just the Spider-Man. And then the other figure I picked from the Marvel Legends is this fantastic Logan.
Ooh.
From the movie, Hugh Jackman likeness. He's in the suit. This was a 2-pack figure that also came with Professor X. But, I mean, come on. The Logan is incredible. Something that is crazy about this set is, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there is blood on his claws.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see it.
Like,
I see it.
So crazy.
I see it.
So crazy to me that they actually put blood on the claws. He's got a little bit of blood on his face as well. Not something you would expect from Marvel Legends. So I love Logan. Great movie. Perfect send-off for Wolverine. And
Nice,
it's disappointing that they're going to ruin the final chapter of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Because stories can't end, Nate. We got to keep them going and keep them going and keep them going.
Like, I know shitty-ass Deadpool 3 is a multiverse movie, but come on. I just, like, the send-off for Logan for Hugh Jackman was perfect. We could have left it there. Mm-hmm. But those were the Marvel Legends figures that really stand out to me, and I love.
I used to be huge into Marvel Legends as well when I first met Nate, and he kind of got me into collecting 6-inch. I totally regret it. It's one of those collecting regrets because I've said this before on stream, but I was collecting like Duke Nukem, G.I. Joe. What is that guy's name?
His name
like
is
the
Nuke.
Dumbest thing ever. His name is Nuke. It's like the dumbest
Nuke.
shit ever that I had to buy to get like Giant Man's leg or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I build a figure, like it's genius. Like, screw you.
Right.
Build a figure is genius from like abuse the customer and squeeze as much money as you can get.
Right.
Sort of thing. And I hate it. What's up, Lukeness? People say they want that in Black Steel. I'm like, please, no,
Yeah,
please.
Then we'd all be like, why do we gotta buy Rose Tico?
Exactly. So I was big into it, like the Civil War wave, and I used to be big into the MCU as well during those like earlier phases. So I was like getting the MCU figures and some comic book figures. I still have like Pizza Spider-Man from that stunt. I have Pizza Spider-Man, Venom, and then Black Suit from way back 2015 era, 16.
Yeah. Classic Spider-Man figures.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna sell them. Because they've been showing some love to some Raimi stuff. Nate and I are both Sam Raimi fans, both Evil Dead trilogy, Drag Me to Hell, Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the holy trilogy. Mm-hmm. Tobey's easily our favorite Spider-Man. So obviously when he showed up in No Way Home and they were doing those figures, I grabbed that. So I grabbed the 3-pack. Mm-hmm. So I'll show you Tobey.
Ooh.
It's not the best, actually.
Great pose.
Yeah, I do like the sculpt. The helmet or the head is a little
Yeah, the eyes are, but it's hard to say though because the costume in No Way Home is like that,
Right.
you know?
But I love Spider-Man. I got the Amazing Fantasy one and the newer one from like the 90s cartoon. Those are actually up on the Christmas tree swinging around. I got the I love Spider-Verse as well, those films. So I got Spider-Punk, Miles, Spider-Gwen.
Yep.
Obviously, I got Tom and Andrew from the 3-pack. I also have an SH Figuarts Spider-Man.
True.
From Alex over at Kabash Figures sent us it. And it's the inside-out suit from No Way Home. So it's like Tom Holland when he stains the suit and then he puts it inside out. And it was just cool to get an SH Figuarts because I hadn't had one before. The other one I want to show off is Netflix Daredevil.
Ooh, that was gonna be one for me, but I had a feeling you were gonna bring it to the table.
Nate and I both love Netflix Daredevil. It's easily the best thing to come out of the MCU, even though it's like different creatives, Netflix, you know.
Right.
I just love how grounded this show was. There's so much great character development. Season 2, they introduced my boy John Bernthal. Mm-hmm. It was just, I loved season 3 as well. It's such a shame that, of course, they're gonna Disney Plus it up and they're gonna ruin it. I already know. Like, it's done. It's over.
Yeah.
It's just like when we talked to the actor from the show who plays the journalist at ICC Con, and we were kind of talking about like how we typically kind of like the modern superhero stuff is kind of but like Daredevil was such a grounded series.
Yep. And it was awesome that they did that Punisher, and they did Daredevil and Punisher.
Yep. One of my prized Marvel Legends for sure. And rest in peace, Netflix Daredevil.
Yep.
Especially that I learned that they're not bringing back the actors for Foggy, Karen Page. It's like just Matt Murdock, Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
Which he's great, but just...
And Wilbon also just brings this up, and that is true. They literally just fired all the writers and started over again.
I also haven't watched like any... aside from No Way Home, I haven't watched anything since Endgame. To me, that was like the end. Because I'm a big fan of stories ending. I want stories to end.
Much.
I know. But then it's so oversaturated, convoluted. So it's like no matter what movie comes out, I'm like, well, I haven't seen this, and that. So I'm not going to understand jack shit. So I'm just not into it anymore.
Yeah.
But
you know what you are into.
What's that? Hey, let's go. Yeah, we were kind of talking a little bit about this earlier, but big Jurassic Park fan. That's like it's in my top 5 for like franchises that I'm a fan of, especially the original 3. And especially the original. But as far as Hammond collection, I started out with Amber because I was like, I'm an adult collector. I don't collect 3 3/4 inch.
Right.
I do the larger adult line because it's like Marvel is 6 inch, DC 7 inch, NECA 7 inch, Black Series is 6 inch.
I'm a big kid. I only collect big figures.
Exactly. So I was like, I'm gonna do the adult collectible line, which was a mistake because in the 7 inch scale they can only do Raptors. So Amber collection turned out to be garbage because of scale. Like they couldn't do any creatures.
Yep, and that's why it died. It literally died so fast. That line lasted like a year and a half.
But in 3 3/4 inch, they could do actual creatures from the films.
One of my favorite figures of 20 was this last year?
This is last year, yeah.
Yeah, this was in my top 10 of 2022.
Look at that glass eye with the pupil. and it like follows you.
Such a great figure. Yeah, the paint apps are a little inaccurate. The feet are a little big, but
Which they did fix on. There's like a running change right now. They improved upon the glass eye. They improved upon the paint stripes on the back, and then the smaller feet. Because this was on sale for like $13 during Black Friday, so I almost wanted to buy another one just so maybe I could get like the more improved version.
right, maybe get the running change.
Yeah, but I collect the creatures and the human characters from the original trilogy. So we got Nedry with his stick.
Get the stick. See the stick, stupid.
Yeah, and the can of Barbasol.
That's great. I do want to get. I don't have Dennis, but I feel like I need him.
Yeah,
But that was the figure I was going to show off for my little Hammond collection is the
Oh,
Dilophosaurus. One of my favorite dino designs.
Yep.
Just period. You know, who didn't love this as a kid with the head sticking out or whatever you'd call the fins
fan.
or the fan. You know, as a kid I was like, whoa, that's scary, but also very cool. So this was always one of my favorites, and they did such a great job with the figure. I love that the fan is just like like a removable piece.
right.
Works perfectly. Like super smart, genius design there.
Yep, and with this line, I am a completist with the exception of sequel trilogy human characters. So like they haven't even done any yet. There is an upcoming Owen Grady, which is Chris Pratt, who just plays this. He just plays the same character in every film he's in. It's like so.
Whoa,
annoying.
Blue. Hey, I'm funny, quirky guy.
Don't even get me started about how the Velociraptors are like primal creatures. Like they will hunt you down and murder you. There's no controlling a Velociraptor. Like, come on, guys. Like, they were scary and a threat in that OT. And then in the ST, they were like...
Thanks, Double.
But we can control them and weaponize them. I hate it so much. But I will collect the creatures from the sequels. And, you know, I got the big Brachiosaurus up there. And
Yep.
I even bought some of the vehicles from, like, the Legacy collection.
I've been eyeballing the Brachie because it's been going on sale.
Ooh.
And I've been like... I saw it drop to like 58 around Black Friday, and I was like... but, gosh.
Right.
It's
It
so
was
big.
Kind of expensive.
I do still have 2 Amber collection figures, though. I do have the Pterodactyl, or the Pterodon, on display still. And then they're both JP3. The JP3 Raptor that you sold me.
Yeah. This was some photography when I was still living at my mom's.
Nice. In the grass. It's so good.
Yeah, they're so like photogenic too. Love the Ankylo.
Yeah, most of them are pinless. I think, or actually all of them are pinless. So
Dude, the raptors, those green eyes.
it's so good. There he is, the Dilophosaurus. Yeah, nice.
The Gallimimus. Yeah, I collect the herbivores too. I love the world building, and I started a 3D print project of the gates, like when the Mattel Creates one failed. So I'll finish that one day.
Yeah, and I will say, anytime I see those dinos on clearance, I'm like,
Right.
because
Do you have the Jurassic Park 3 male raptor? Like
that
with the feathers?
No, I don't have that one.
Because that one's on sale at Best Buy. It's for like $11.
Yeah, I think for Hammond collection, I'm just gonna get JP3 stuff. So like, you know, I just recently picked up the Allen and Raptor set from JP3. So yeah, I might have to go mosey on over to Best Buy then, because I don't have that one.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Hammond collection. That's probably like my number 2 at the moment.
Yeah.
Or at least for this year. Like 2023 was really the year that I got into Hammond collection. So it's probably my number 2 for this year.
You want
Where should we go
to?
next?
I say we just go one down from right here
All right.
and talk about a line that we collect, but are we complete at the moment with it?
Yes.
So this is the Jazzwares Spartan Collection. You guys know we've talked about this figure line a ton on the channel. We are huge Halo fans. That is one of our favorite video games of all time, franchise-wise. Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, all masterpieces, just back to back to back. Great games.
ODST, Reach.
Yep,
and
Reach.
That's it. Stops there.
And when we don't talk about 4, 5, or Infinite, those are... I've never even heard of them. I don't even know what happened.
Like Call of Duty loadout crap. Sprint, unlimited sprint. It's just...
So, anyway. Halo has always had figures, pretty much since it's ever come out.
Yes.
There's some classic Joy Toy, or not Joy Toy, they're called Joy Ride figures back in the day. I have a couple of those. Then like McFarlane made some, and they were smaller. So there's always been a good amount of Halo figures, but there's been a pretty significant gap from the last time there was Halo figures, which was actually like some awful Mattel line. Do you remember that? Where it was like swap the armor pieces onto different Spartans. And, it was not a good line, and Jazzwares swooped in though, and I think they really impressed us. There's been some problems with the Spartan collection.
Very true.
And at the moment, both of us, I think we would consider our Spartan collections complete.
Yes, the issue is Jazzwares is not doing non-Spartan characters. It's like they're kind of limiting themselves by calling it the Spartan collection. Because if you guys have played Halo, there's plenty of characters that aren't Spartans that we'd love to get in the line. I mean, they've done Arbiter, but I want Halo 2 or 3 Arbiter.
Yeah,
I don't want the Power Rangers armor design of the 343 games.
It's the classic problem of we gotta make what's new and what the kids want.
Yeah, it's new and relevant.
But it's like, no, actually the people that are buying the Halo figures want the classic stuff. Like, where's Sergeant Johnson? Where's where's anyone from the Flood? Where's a single Brute?
Or just like a 343 Guilty Spark on a translucent stand.
They're spending too much time making modern Halo figures, which I know there are fans of, but for us, it's just not what we want. I want stuff from Halo 2. I want stuff from Halo 3. I don't really want anything from 4, 5, Infinite. And that's my biggest problem with the line, is they focus too much on stuff I don't care about.
But what's good about these accessories? They come. They seriously, like, each one has like 7 different hands.
Yep, 7 different hands and usually 2 guns, which is good especially for $20. That's also, these started out as 20. I think they're 25 now though.
It's kind of hard to catch on the camera, but on each Spartan they do plenty of silver dry brushing as well. It's kind of hard to see on the Halo 3. They didn't do that much of it on 3.
You can see it. I can definitely tell it's there, but
they do this excellent silver dry brushing. But my favorite aspect of these figures will forever and always be the vac metal chromed out reflective visors. Because if you guys haven't played Halo, that's like one of the most iconic things about the game design.
Yeah, and Sergeant Johnson was leaked, but nothing ever has come of it since. So
with the chunky armor of Spartans, the articulation does get a bit wonky. For example, that's a double jointed arm, but it doesn't go past 90.
Yeah, you can't really. expect like too much crazy articulation from these figures, especially for the price point. I know like the 1,000 Toys figures are really nicely articulated, but those are also like 5 times as expensive. The figure I chose for Spartan Collection was June,
Oh, yeah, let me switch it.
which, you know, sniper rifle, classic Reach character, great armor design.
They did just do an orange strip of paint for his data pad on
Yeah.
the forearm.
Right. And they've, over time, they're starting to remove articulation. There was a brief period of time they stopped doing the chrome visor.
Yeah.
And so the line kind of has like some major problems to it. Like they took out the butterfly joints. There's, you know, the chest articulation is practically non-existent on most of the figures. So as long as you're under, you know, you go into this line knowing that they're pretty much just going to be able to stand there and look cool, then you're probably going to have a good time with the Spartan collection. But if you're expecting super dynamic, highly posable figures, you're probably going to end up disappointed. But these look great for the price.
Yeah, $20, $19.99.
Hard to beat. Hard to beat the quality.
And for me, my favorite Halo is actually Halo Reach. Sue me. Halo 2 is a very, very, very close second. Halo 2 is my introduction to Halo, but Halo 3 or Halo Reach was associated when I finally got an Xbox 360. I was kind of late to that generation, but my mom finally got it for me. December 2010, Christmas, and I got Halo Reach, and that was like the first game that I like no-lived. Like it was just like, what is that, sophomore year? It's like sophomore, junior year. It was just coming home and playing Halo Reach multiplayer. And it has been an action figure dream of mine to get good representation of Noble Team. And they delivered. They did the entire Noble Team. The one I chose for today's stream is George. And again, I just love... He's like the bigger one because he's the only Spartan 2? Is he a Spartan 2 or a Spartan 3? Because I know he's like the one that's different.
I don't remember.
That's why he's a little bit bigger. Love the dry brushing. He's the one with the big bulky armor. Got the chain, gun, the big gun, and I just love that helmet design.
Spartans never die, George.
Yep. Tell him to make it count. I love Halo Reach so much. And yeah, they just stand there and look cool, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of all I need them to do. Actually, it's like the only non-Black Series thing I have on this wall behind me, because I have Delta Squad, Bad Batch, where are they? Right there, Bad Batch, and then Noble Team.
Yep. Yeah, I'm glad they completed Noble Team. The 1,000 Toys Noble 6 looks great, but completing Noble Team for around $100-ish or completing Noble Team for around $500-ish, and who knows if they're actually even going to do the entire team.
Mm-hmm.
And 1,000 Toys is making you pay extra if you want the chrome visor.
Yeah, I thought about it. I did think about it.
It's a great looking figure. It looks amazing.
I know 212 Hunter is a champion of those, and I know he's going for it, but I just can't do it. I just cannot do it.
They're over 100 apiece.
Right. And it's a team.
Yeah.
And I would want to get them all because it's a team.
Yep. So, yeah, at this moment in time, we're like pretty much done with Spartan Collection, just mainly because they're not doing anything that interests us. If they did more stuff from Halo 1, 2, 3, and Reach, we'd be jumping in like no tomorrow.
Because they completed the 3 main looks at Master Chief. So it's like Master Chief is done. And I agree with Zooboy. Make a Halo 2 or 3 Arbiter. Make a Sergeant Johnson. I would be down for some Galactic Marines. I think that'd be cool. Maybe like a 2-pack.
I'd love
a cheaper 2-pack.
I'd love an ODST.
Oh, ooh, yeah. Okay, give me the whole squad of
Yeah.
ODST. Forgot about that.
Yep.
And then the line would be done.
Yeah, there's a lot that they could do that I think would be more beneficial to them, but I'm not sure if maybe they're being mandated by Microsoft or something, but
Yeah.
they just focus way too much on more modern stuff. So I think unfortunately it probably keeps more people away than what we would imagine.
Yeah.
Just because I don't think kids are buying Halo toys. I just don't think
Right.
it's like Halo is adults.
Halo is like what we're going to force our children if we ever have any.
And they're going to be like, "Dad, I don't want to play this crappy old game. I want to play Fortnite 2."
And I'm going to be like, shut up and
I'm
play.
gonna be like, "I'm gonna BXR you on lockout, son.
Yeah. I'm like 1v1 lockout.
Sit down on lockout if you know what's good." That's gonna be their punishment, is a 1v1 on lockout, and I'm gonna BXR them.
They're all mainline releases, Zoo. I'm fairly certain.
I technically think Spartan Collection is like it's obviously not at every retailer.
Right. They're at Meijer, Target. They are. They're at Walmart, Meijer, Target, GameStop. At least I've seen them. I haven't seen like the current waves at like Walmart.
I always see the new stuff at GameStop. Like I never
Yeah.
see anything more recent. But man, Spartan Collection could be great. They just need to jump back on better character selection.
I think they will, Hooter, but it probably won't be Black Series.
Yep.
Who knows? Maybe the next one will be Black Series.
Right. Now, Justin.
Also, hit like. We're almost at 100 likes. We're at 92 right now. I want you
So
to hit that
close.
like button. Get us in the algorithm. Get more people in here.
Justin, I want you to talk about something right here.
Oh, man. The saga of Lego Star Wars, guys. So, I'll admit it was a mistake, but I got some sort of nostalgic satisfaction. I had a nostalgic itch scratched these past couple of years, but I ultimately regret it because it's so much money. So, when I was a kid, I used to do Lego Star Wars. I was big into Lego Star Wars. I loved it. And around 2021, I think it was, when that vlog went up where it's like, Justin gets into Lego. I bought some sets because they were on sale at Walmart and Meijer. And then it just sent me down the rabbit hole. An unhealthy rabbit hole. Most of the sets I picked up were on sale, and then the rest were like birthday, Christmas. I regret it all. If I could go back in time and not spend a cent, I would do it. But I did. And there are some things I'm going to keep, so I will actually show you what I'm keeping. Because I've recently gone down a bit of a selling rabbit hole.
Ooh.
Where I've listed some stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I've been selling some sets. However, I am going to keep the AT-AT. That is not the UCS one. That's just like the regular one. But I kind of have an Empire Strikes Back theme going up there. That's the Tauntaun, Wampa, Black Series Snowspeeder, Lego AT-AT. I'm keeping like the TIE Fighter down there, and then Luke Skywalker's X-Wing. Put that back up. And I'm keeping the one I chose. Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh. And the one that just
Son of a bitch.
broke in half.
Hang on.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Son of a bitch.
He's broken it.
I'm breaking the damn set doing this stream. Shit. Hang on, I got it. Okay, that goes in there. Alright, hold up. This is... Sorry if that was loud.
No, you're good.
I almost got it. I almost got it. All right, we're gonna just remove that. Put that on there. Does that go under?
I'm gonna get comfy here, guys.
I'm gonna have to redo this whole set.
Justin's just breaking his figs.
Like, what did this go on?
Oh man,
I hate Lego.
That's why you quit.
Yep. Alright, well, it's this set. It is the final duel set. Which, geez, I broke the other side too.
Oh man.
Alright, this one's an easy fix. This one's easy. Okay, where is it? This is...
Well, here you go. I Like Mandalorians is right there with you. They say, yep, I've broken that final duel set many, many times.
Right?
So look, you're not alone. You're not alone.
What does this go on? This thing is garbage, bro.
Justin,
I'm selling it.
Did you collect Bionicle when you were growing up?
Yeah, I had a few.
Same. Just a couple.
Yep. Nothing too crazy. Okay. Okay, there it is.
There's the Emperor.
I just think the set is so cool. Oh my god, now I really did screw it up.
Oh no.
Damn this stream, damn it!
Should have picked a different set.
I should have. I wasn't expecting it. This is the entrance though. How cool is this? It's like the Royal Guards.
Do love the Royal Guard minifigs.
Yeah, I just broke this whole set. Now I'm pissed. I'm just gonna sell it now. Oh, here's Vader. There was a drama with this set because someone broke into the box in the store, stole all the minifigs, and then resealed the box with heat. Come on now. So I had to contact Lego customer service like 3 different times. I had like 3 separate orders because I just kept finding broken pieces or missing pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So... yeah, I do mildly collect Lego Star Wars, though. Like I said, there's a few sets that I'm keeping, and then I still have life-size BD-1.
Mm-hmm.
I have the ATTE, the Clone Trooper tank, and I have the Master Builder Series Cantina. And I'm keeping all of those. Because I like the big, the big sets.
Right.
And the Master Builder Series Cantina is what I bought with my Rancor money. When the Rancor HasLab failed. Oh, that's cool.
Hey.
Yeah, but also I agree with this. When I was big into Lego, I was watching a YouTuber and they were complaining about the amount of lines that are on the Clone Trooper breathing apparatus on their helmet. And I almost wanted to comment, like, do you realize that Lego is stylized? Like,
it's supposed to be accurate.
If you want an accurate Clone Trooper, at the very least, you could spend $20, $25 and get an action figure.
Yeah. I think
of a Clone Trooper.
Going to Lego and complaining about accuracy is like buying Funko Pops and being like, why is the head big?
Why is the head big?
Like,
they're not action figures, guys.
Like, you're literally buying a stylized
It was the funniest thing ever. And
that's so ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot. It's like the main Lego guy. He just seems like a spoiled little rich kid, mom and dad's money brat. That's just my vibe. I don't know if that's true, but
damn,
he just seems like a little brat. he seems like one of those people. It's kind of like the Hasbro thing where it's like they hate Black Series so much, or like some other Hasbro line, but then they just keep buying it and keep buying it. That's how this guy was, the Lego guy. He just like hates Lego. Like he just hates Lego, but then he's full of, there's just 50,000 Lego sets. And it's like one of the main Lego YouTube channels. I was like,
Lovely.
Jesus, like you hate it.
I think everyone knows who you're talking about.
Yes. Yes. Now that I'm seeing the name, yes, it's true. Let's get a reaction out of this person. He has like 500,000 subscribers.
Ooh. Start a little Lego beef.
I'm down.
I like it. Yep. I have 2 Lego Star Wars sets. I have a TIE Fighter that was a gift, and I have the Scout Trooper helmet. I have built neither.
Yeah. It's fun to build. They're fun.
I mean, I like building model kits, so I would imagine it's something similar, and so I would imagine I would enjoy it. Justin, do you have any Pokemon Select?
I do. I'll grab one. I forgot to grab it, but you can start.
Okay,
I'll grab mine.
Cool. So this one's a little bit of a random line. I think most people would probably think this is a little oddball, but we are 90s kids after all. We were the perfect age demographic for Pokemania, and that has always been one of the things that I would love to have, was some good, cheap, or not necessarily cheap, but affordable Pokemon action figures that look good, because most of the time our only options were ever like import figures, stuff that was really expensive. So there's finally a new line of figures, and they are unfortunately like mostly Target exclusives, but these are also from Jazzwares, and yeah, Pokemon Select. This is Typhlosion, the Gen 2 fire starter. They've done a pretty good job so far of doing a good mix between like classic Pokemon and doing like some newer Pokemon. They've done the 3 original legendary birds, Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno. They have a Charizard. I have a Rayquaza, Tyranitar, Typhlosion, who's still in the box, but I feel like Typhlosion needs to be opened up. These, they have articulation, but they are actually like not articulated. It's pretty not, like you could see it. There's plenty of joints and stuff, but for the most part, the articulation does not work, which is unfortunate. But they are good-looking figures, and then Justin's got Charizard right there, which does look amazing. Charizard is an amazing-looking figure. Your mic's muted.
Yeah, this is the only one I have. I like Pokemon, but I am your typical, like, stereotypical 90s kid who's like, yeah, I like Pokemon, but then they only know Gen 1. That's literally me.
Yep. You are a Gen 1er.
Yeah, I am a Gen 1er. But I wanted at least one Pokemon represented on my shelf because I played the crap out of Pokemon Yellow on Game Boy back in the day, as well as Pokemon Snap. And I was a big card collector as well for Pokemon. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad to say I still have my entire Pokemon card collection.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gen 1ers.
I'm a Gen 1er for sure.
Yep.
151.
Ooh, Super 7 SpongeBob.
Oh, snap.
Justin's joining that club soon. I can grab him. I'll grab SpongeBob and Sandy real quick. But yeah, Pokemon Select is awesome. Give me one second.
People hate on Black Series, Hasbro products. Like, here's a little news flash. These come with nothing. These come with no accessories. I mean, the stand. I don't know if they all come with stands because Charizard is a flying type. So I'm not sure if they just include the stands with flying type Pokemon, but he doesn't come with anything. No accessories at all, aside from the stand. But, I mean, for $20, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Uh-oh. What's Nate got now? What's he got?
All right, Dubla. Here you go.
Damn, son.
SpongeBob. Amazing. SpongeBob comes with Gary
Nice.
and Bubble Buddy. Pop that bubble. Pop that
the
bubble. Hey! And then he floats away.
Yeah.
These figures are actually on sale right now, and I highly, 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 highly recommend anyone out there who's on the fence about these SpongeBob figures to pick them up while they're on sale, because they are incredible. Not really all that well articulated, but they look incredible.
Yes.
It literally looks like Sandy, SpongeBob, Gary, Bubble Buddy. They all just popped out of the screen and are now just right here. I was really impressed with them. And they are totally worth, I think they're like on sale right now for like $65 on Big Bad.
And that's for both.
And that's both. So normally they're $55 a piece. Great figures.
Great episode, 80s.
Yep.
Yeah, Wave 2 is coming out with Squidward and Patrick.
Yeah, we were actually talking yesterday about ideas for, obviously we need Mr. Krabs.
Right.
I hope we at least get the Mr. Krabs. I really hope so.
And Mr. Krabs could come with Plankton, and then you got your like core 5 or 6 right there.
Yep. You got your team. You got your team.
Yeah, complete the team, Super 7.
Yep. Great figures, though. Really, really nicely done. I have no complaints. And I can't wait to get Patrick and Squidward now.
Yeah, I am more than likely joining this club soon. Maybe around Christmas, wink, wink. Somewhat lit. Look, I was going to purchase them, and then I was told not to. For reasons. So, that all but confirms. I mean, there also was a big bad toy store box when I came home one day, and it didn't have my name on it.
Uh-oh.
So, I'll be, hopefully joining this club soon. I really want them. So,
yep. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy would be amazing, but I do think Zoo Boy is kind of on the right track about the line. Just when you compare how jam-packed Sandy and SpongeBob were, and then you look at the accessories that come with Patrick and Squidward, it's like the count significantly decreased, and that's usually not a good sign. And Super 7 does actually have a pretty big history of canceling their Ultimate figure lines.
Of course.
So,
Of course.
I hope we at least get Mr. Krabs. I mean, I think it'll be okay to just have SpongeBob, Sandy, Patrick, and Squidward, because at least that's like the core friend group.
God.
But Mr. Krabs is borderline essential.
I think he's essential. I think they gotta do old Krabby. We need him.
And then
What else we got?
The last figure line I wanted to talk about was SH Figuarts. Which, up until a certain point of time, I never really considered myself an SH Figuarts collector, but I was pondering this subject over this morning, and I was looking around, and I was like, you know what? I have like 10 SH Figuarts figures. I think that constitutes me being an SH Figuarts collector.
Sure.
I like the Star Wars stuff. I got a couple Marvel figures, and I got a couple Dragon Ball Z figures. But I wanted to show off for the SHF. I had to do that that Toby Spidey. Great figure.
Oh, man. Yeah, that looks amazing.
Yeah, the
head looks so much better.
I was initially going to get the 3-pack like you. I was like, 3-pack looks good. It was either the entire cost of the 3-pack is the price of this figure.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, I don't really like Tom Holland, though. The Andrew Garfield doesn't have an unmasked head. The Toby didn't have an unmasked head. This one did. And so I shelled out for the SH Figure Arts, and I was so happy that I did. It's a great figure. I think the colors are a lot more accurate. It looks much more like in the movie, whereas the Marvel Legends is, of course, it's like a little too bright, like the Marvel Legends release. So I think this just looks a little bit better. And I really wish that we could get some more classic Sam Raimi Spider-Man stuff. It sucks that this is technically a No Way Home version, because I would love it to just be a Sam Raimi Spider-Man version, but it's close enough. It's close enough for me, and I've always wanted a more modern Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, because I do have my classic, which always sits right next to us. And Justin knows this.
Oh, I already know what it is by the clicking I just heard.
You hear the clicking. You heard it. I'm trying to... Man, I tightened
Look at that shake. Look at that shake on the table.
I tightened this thing on here, man. Good gravy.
You did.
Oh, yeah. The Toy Biz Classic. This is the epic Spider-Man with Gargoyle.
Yeah,
set.
From the Chrysler building.
Yep. I've literally had this since I was a child. And it's got this... Sorry, this is going to...
I actually had that as a kid.
So you can droop Peter down, and then you press this button on top.
Whoa!
He zipped right up there.
Look at that action.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah, I shelled out the extra bucks for this because I just knew it was going to be such a better offering, and Sam Raimi Spider-Man does mean that much to me, so I went for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other SHF I wanted to show off is IG-11.
Great figure. So much better than the Black Series. It's not even funny.
This was it wasn't my first SH Figure Arts figure, but this was the first one I bought brand new, like pre-ordered it and everything like that, because I was like, I cannot believe how much better this looks than the Black Series version. And this didn't even come out that much later than the Black Series version, and they just got it so right. It's really nicely scaled. It's actually big, great details, really good articulation. I love this IG-11 SH Figure Arts. I think they did a great job, and I wish they would give us an IG-88. Just, slightly retool this body and give us an IG-88. Yeah. Because they could just use this buck, tweak it a little bit, and oh, man.
I'm all the Sith. If you're talking about the Star Wars ones, I don't know if those are actually going to come out.
Yeah, see, the problem is not only did that Trooper have the dreaded display only tag, so did the Moff Gideon in the armor. They both had the dreaded display only tag, which typically when SH Figure Arts puts the display only, that means the shit ain't coming out.
Which sucks because the Trooper, the Imperial Commando Beskar one, looks so good.
Yeah, and the Moff Gideon in the armor looks incredible too, but they never even released the normal Moff Gideon. Like Figure, yeah, they revealed a normal Moff Gideon, and I don't think it ever came out. So I doubt they're gonna do the other Moff Gideon either. I don't know why SHF does that, and I don't know why people give them a pass for doing that.
Yeah, like they're Grievous, they're Padme.
Yeah, I was gonna say
1.
Queen Amidala episode 1.
What
Grievous.
is the point of that? Like, I don't understand that.
I think they've even shown stuff like like other different droids from the CIS army. They've shown a ton of stuff. X-wing pilot Luke. The list goes on for stuff that they've shown off. that has never come out for SH Figure Arts.
Yeah, that looks sick.
That looks so good. And you know that would be a great figure, but... Oh, Ivan brings up a great point. They're Knights of Ren.
Yeah, like
SH Grievous.
I'm not familiar, so like I have no authority, but it just makes... I mean, imagine if Hasbro revealed something. This isn't like the yak face rumor of like Luke and Leia 2-pack or Crate Luke. This is like an actual, real, physical reveal.
Right.
And then it just never comes out. And they do it so much.
Yep. I think you could definitely... Let me do a quick Google.
I'm surprised that never came out in Black Series, because usually they go pretty hard on the Mandalorian, but we barely have any figures from Season 3.
I think they must be waiting. Maybe they're actually going to do a little bit of a better job. So here's a Jedi Temple Archives article from 2019 that includes Episode 1, Padme Amidala, Jar Jar Binks, General Grievous, the Super Battle Droid, Rey from The Force Awakens, Jabba the Hutt, Wicket, Snowspeeder
Wicket.
Luke. Yep. So yeah, this article alone, Snowspeeder Luke, Wicket, Jabba the Hutt, Rey from Force Awakens, Super Battle Droid, General Grievous, Jar Jar Binks, Queen Amidala. Like, could you imagine if Hasbro announced those and then was just like, and they're never coming out? Yeah, there's an article from the Whoosh that has basically the same choices. I think there are more, but that's a great example of how many they've revealed and have just never come out.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. And the only SHF I have is the one that Alex over at Kabash Figures sent me. And like I said earlier in the stream, it's the inside out suit Spider-Man from No Way Home. It's great. I mean, it's super posable. And it was fun to get my first SH Figure Arts.
yeah. Yep. SH Figure Arts are good. Most of them are toys. They are collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that pretty much covers the basics.
Yeah,
I would say well, I guess I didn't talk TVC, but I mean, come on. You already know. For me, I felt like TVC is like just like Black Series, where I don't even have to really talk about it.
I have a few of these too.
Okay. You know, like I've got a couple Mafex figures. I've got a couple Figma figures. I'm a dabbler. I love dabbling.
You're right.
Got a couple G.I. Joes, you know.
Right. I have a few Micro Galaxy Squadron, mostly
Same.
lat gunships.
Same.
The different repaints that they did. And I have a couple of the chases hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
No hot toys.
I've got my one Sideshow, but it's technically Sideshow. It's not Hot Toys.
Yeah, I do too. I miss their content.
Yeah. Kabash, every once in a while, you're just like, where are you?
Yeah. I'm back in business on 3D printing.
Nice. Remember when they threw the Grogu into the water?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. I was down for the count a little bit with 3D printing.
Yep.
But I had a night free, so I was working on it. And I worked on it for like 4 hours, replacing like the hot end and doing all this other stuff. But it wasn't the case. It was something
Nice.
else. And I finally noticed what was wrong, so I had a eureka moment.
Perfect.
And it was just gear. It was the gear that pushes the filament through the extruder into the hot end. The gear was brass and not steel, so it just wore over time, and it had a filament-sized groove on the gear. So it would stop pushing the filament through at a certain point, and then the filament, since it's not getting pushed through, it would just melt in the hot end and make a clog. So I replaced the gear with a stainless steel gear, and now we're back to printing like butter.
Nice.
So I'm doing
Very
more stands.
nice.
You can probably see behind me. I like finished some shelving. I did down here, or no, right here,
Ooh.
and up here. But those are all like shadow, so you can't see them. They're all like black troopers,
Nice.
black armored troopers.
Yeah, I just want to say, Gamerzone, I do collect Lightning Collection, but I don't have them on display. They're all put away.
Ooh.
And Albert, I was going to talk about Mythic/Cosmic Legions when we talk a little bit about recent pickups, because I do have a Cosmic Legion. But yeah, and then you got to get some lights, brother. So I fully lit my 1D TOF last night, and
Nice.
I'm so satisfied. It is so nice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do, aside from like my diorama stuff, like the Tantive up there, I'm gonna do hexagon stands from Landspeeder Luke for all my shelves. I think I'm just gonna go full hexagon for almost all shelves. Then I'm gonna get some lighting, and then we'll make a new video for upgraded display.
There you go.
'Cause those videos always do well. So
Yeah,
I'll get into lighting after I print all the risers.
nice. That was for you, Zavi. That quick little.
So were you had some recent pickups?
Yeah, I just have some. I have some stuff, some
All right.
things I want to.
I'll be down to switch. You ready?
Yeah. Let's dock back at the Imperial Star Shuttle and hit that hyperdrive.
Yes, sir. Putting in the coordinates for hyperspace now. You know, I think I'm going to change it. I think I'm just going to say, you know what? The out of the basement TIE fighter can jump into hyperspace.
We've got a mod installed.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got a couple recent pickups that I definitely want to talk about. Do you have
Alright.
any pickups this week, brother?
I don't. Well, okay, let me just do my one.
All right.
Black Friday physical media pickup.
Yeah.
I finally got Across the Spider-Verse on 4K. Great film. I don't know why, but I just didn't want to pay full price for it, so I waited for Black Friday.
It's probably because you hate physical media, if I had to guess, and you
Right.
want it to die.
No, like anytime Marvel, Sony, they do like a superhero 4K, it's always X
yeah.
amount above retail for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
They're always obnoxiously expensive, even for like 4K media. So I waited until Black Friday for this one. If you guys don't know, Best Buy is getting out of physical media in 2024. They are going to phase out their Blu-ray 4K DVD stuff, which sucks because Best Buy is a staple as physical media collectors. And let me tell you, their Black Friday stuff was bad. Years past, it was much, much better. They had a lot more standees, a lot more deals, a lot more product. And you can just tell
Black Friday sucked this year.
they're on their way out. They are on their way out, and it really sucks for Best Buy. But this is a great movie. I love the Spider-Verse films, and especially on 4K. If you guys haven't experienced 4K, get yourself a PS5 or a Xbox Series X or whatever the one is, or a 4K Blu-ray player. Get yourself a 4K TV with HDR. HDR is essential. And pop in one of these Spider-Verse movies, and your mind will melt. Because these are super colorful. Story's great. I mean, you guys have all seen this.
Right.
But now, I'll give it to you, Nate.
All right. So I have a couple Black Friday Blu-ray pickups.
Oh.
No slip. I lost the slip lotto on a few of these, but I did get Evil Dead Rise. I knew it was going to be a Black Friday pickup, so I didn't want to pay full price for it because I didn't really think the movie was all that. But it's Evil Dead, so it's for the franchise. And then I actually got 2 Quentin Tarantino movies. I did get Reservoir Dogs, No Slip, great movie, and then I did get Pulp Fiction, and it did have the slip.
Nice.
And Pulp Fiction, Quentin Tarantino's most overrated movie. Enjoy that opinion.
I would hope people are used to it by now. We mention it so much.
Yeah, but I actually did not own Reservoir Dogs on Blu-ray, and I did not own Pulp Fiction on Blu-ray. So those are upgrades from DVD. Mm-hmm. And nice. Yeah, I popped in Reservoir Dogs as soon as I got it because I do like Reservoir Dogs. And it was great. I was like, God, Reservoir Dogs is so good. And I love that you can see that like the idea for the Hateful Eight was there like conceptually in that movie. And then just years later, Quentin Tarantino perfected it with the Hateful Eight.
True. His best film.
Yep. So, and then I did get one figgy.
Got a figgy, everyone.
A Black Friday figgy right here.
What? TVC?
Yep. TVC Paz Vizsla went on sale for normal TVC price. Justin, this was $29.99 regular price. So it went down to 14, and I was like, okay, he's got the shield, he's got the knife. It's better. It's better than the Black Series release. So yeah, I was happy to get this.
It is better than the Black Series release.
I was happy to get this for regular TVC price. Those were my Black Friday pickups, though. We didn't talk about TVC. Yep. Mark, favorite Quentin Tarantino's Hateful Eight, and then Django Unchained, and then Inglourious Bastards, and then Kill Bill Volume 1.
I literally have this. Oh my gosh, something's in my throat. I have the same opinion though. Let me mute my mic.
Sorry, Alan, it is. I hate to say it. And the extended cut, even better.
The dialogue of The Hateful Eight is the most rich dialogue he's ever done. It is like some of the most memorable dialogue.
It's poetry.
In any film. It is seriously great.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
But I agree. I love Django Unchained as well.
Yep.
Love Inglourious Bastards. Love Kill Bill.
I did get one Black Series figure this week, and that is Hera from Ahsoka. Which, of course, it's not going to focus, but I'm really enjoying this figure. She's got ball-jointed wrists. Justin, ball-jointed wrists.
What? Yeah, she does. Marak does as well. I opened Marak and Huyang this week.
Yeah. And then, of course, everyone's favorite part about this figure.
God.
It's Mary Elizabeth Winstead. And, Black Series figures usually don't have that much cake. But for some reason...
Out of the basement? Yeah. No, Once Upon a Time is great as well. I love Maul. I love Quentin. He's one of my favorite filmmakers.
Here, I'm gonna upset David here. Jackie Brown, least favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. But I firmly believe that's because he didn't write it. He just directed that one.
Isn't that the one he doesn't consider like one of his films?
No, that's...
Or is that Death Proof?
That's Death Proof.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Hera's great, though. Like, surprisingly awesome, good likeness, great articulation, ball-jointed wrists are great. And here's... Oh, I did get a clearance Reva as well, because I'm going to do the Balin thigh swap. So I did get a spare Reva. I don't think I'm going to... I don't think I'll tweak Shin, but I feel like Balin is a must. As long as Balin is taller than Shin, I'll be okay.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
I did also... Guys, I'm making the jump. I am making the jump. I've got some.
Oh, I was like, what is that?
I've got.
What figgy is that?
What figgy is that? This is the start of a new
Ooh, DDR6.
PC.
Is that a Wi-Fi card?
This is DDR5. This is DDR5.
Oh,
This is a motherboard.
I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Wi-Fi. I was like, is that like a Wi-Fi card?
I'm starting the journey. I'm building a new PC.
Nice.
Got an incredible deal on those 3 pieces. And
Joseph, you already know.
but for those of you that don't know, I'm rocking on like a 10, 12-year-old PC right now. That was like a pre-built one that you just bought from the store. So this right here is going to be like a legendary upgrade for me. I'm not going super crazy. I'm not going to do like any hardcore gaming or anything like that. I just want it basically for editing. I want it to be faster for editing. I want the editing to be better quality. And if it can run some newer games, cool, but I'm not really a...
I mean, with an i9, it depends on what video card you get as well, which I'm sure
Right.
you'll get a decent one.
Right.
But, yeah, Nate's PC is a nightmare. That thing, it's one of those, like...
It's old.
Yeah, like you said. It's one of those things you gotta boot it up and wait.
Yeah.
I'm like, when I press power, I'm on the desktop in like 10 seconds. Nate's,
So
it's like a whole process when you go to film.
it's literally a contributing factor as to why I try and leave this PC on like as much as possible. Or like if I know it's like Tuesday, like the day before Tuesday and I'm using the computer, I'm like, I'm not going to turn it off.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to have Windows 7. This computer was able to survive the upgrade to Windows whatever it is now. But it borderline bricked it. Like it is slow. Upgrading to the new operating system, just like always, it just slows this computer down.
Right.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Some new PC parts. I did get some new lighting. So these are not the ones that I have in my DTOF shelf. These are actually the ones that Luke recommended personally.
Ooh.
These ones are a little bit brighter, but unfortunately, I think they're a little too bright for how spaced apart my shelves are.
Oh.
So, like, I tried it out, and it was just... Like, on a DTOF, this just... I feel like it's too bright. It's a little too bright. The other ones I got are a little darker or a little bit dimmer. And I think they look pretty good. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these. But these are nice, high quality. And if my shelves were a little bit further apart, I would suspect this would look great. Like it does with Luke. If you watch Landspeeder Luke's latest display video, these are the lights that he uses. And it looks great for his display. Unfortunately for mine, I think my shelves are just a little too close together. And then, yeah, I did get a Cosmic Legion this week.
He's crazy.
It's Angry Cad Bane. It's Canox Vol, who looks like a Duros, but he's purple. And he's some kind of warrior gladiator, and he looks really cool. And I accidentally broke him. I broke his weapon.
Really?
And
Cosmic Legions?
I hate to say it, but I literally had the thought, Justin, where I was like, if this was a Hasbro figure, the staff would not have broken.
Well, of course not.
Because it's obviously an adult collectible. It's made of a much more delicate, harder, firmer plastic. Mm-hmm. And I was just trying to do a two-handed grip with the mace. And I was putting the weapon into his second gripping hand, and it just completely snapped. And I was like...
You raged.
I raged. But let me see. I'm sorry. Yeah, I could use a diffuser. You're not wrong about that. Zavi, let me get you a link.
Probably get a link. Get you a link.
So, I'll give you two options here.
Oh, snap.
Because like I said, these are the ones that Luke uses, and I personally feel like they are just a tad too bright for my shelves.
Gotta get that collection nice and lit. I need some lights myself. I'll probably go. I like the concept of the bars, just like the bars that are adhesive.
Yeah, because that's what I really liked about this idea is these are rechargeable. There's no wires, and they are magnetic. So you get little magnet strips that you can put on your shelves, and then you just take it down, plug it in, charge it up, put it back on there, and you just keep going. So I really like this right here. So, these have a Cyber Monday deal right now. The one in my, you get, so two of these right now. These ones particular for Cyber Monday, they are $15.98. You get two.
Okay.
Now, the other ones that I have on my Detolf shelf that are not nearly as bright, and they are definitely not as high quality. This link right here, these ones are $8 a piece. They're not as bright, but I think they work a little bit better for my display because they are not as bright.
Now, you're talking about your Detolfs, or are you talking about like you would put those on your Black Series?
So the lights I've used so far were on my Detolf, but I was going to use these for my actual shelves. And I think these ones in particular are a little too bright. The other cheaper ones, I think, have a nice solid brightness to them, but it's not overbearing. I feel like these are a little bit overbearing for my shelves. And these do also have a sensor on them, so you can switch it to a mode where obviously if it's dark, it'll turn off, or I guess it won't do it right now, but it's got motion sensor capabilities.
Whoa.
So these ones, a little bit more expensive, a little bit more high quality, and they're brighter. Or alternatively, there's some slightly cheaper ones that are not as bright. So there you go.
Jonah?
Wireless, magnetic.
I think I'll go with that. I like the concept of just getting some adhesive magnet strips and then just connecting those. So can you do that with the other ones you sent? The cheaper ones?
Yeah, the cheaper ones are the same thing.
Okay.
The cheaper ones, so the difference is the cheaper ones have 20 LED lights. These have 40 LED lights. So the cheaper ones are about half as bright as this. Which, again, I feel like this one's a little too bright. The other one, the cheaper one, I think it's a good brightness. Not too bright, not too dark.
Yeah, nice.
So, yeah, I'm just finally happy that I found something that was wireless and magnetic. So, there you go. Those are the lightings. Those are my pickups. That's pretty much all we got for you.
True, yeah. I got nothing for recent pickups. Completely caught up on Black Series. The classic background.
Yeah.
Look at that. What happened? Oh, there we go. Yeah, like I said, I'm completely caught up. Oh, I forgot. I did dabble into these Minecraft figures.
Hey.
I forgot. These are from Mattel.
Yep.
I wanted to bring these up. But you guys have seen these. They're just right over there.
Oh, yeah.
I am looking for Steve. I do want Steve. 'Cause now I'm like, I might as well finish it out.
Yeah.
Finish it out. Get Steve. Got the dog. The dog needs their owner.
Yes.
So yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well,
Very
that's
nice.
about all we have for you today. We do appreciate all you guys sticking with us, checking out the stream. I know this one was a little bit different. It was non-Black Series, and that's very, very, very different for us.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate, we had about 150, 160 people in here, so still a successful stream. And we do have a last-minute
Ooh.
super chat from Commander Cook. Thank you so much.
Appreciate
Commander?
it.
Channel support truly goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thanks, Salty.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Now, Justin, R2 video, question mark, this week, maybe?
I want to see if I can edit it today, because I took a few more photos for it earlier. Because I wanted a photo of a comparison with a human character to see how much better it looks. So, like, I took a picture with Luke.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So, yeah. I'm going to see if I can edit that today, or maybe
Cool.
tonight, and then have it up this week. How about you?
Yeah, I don't have anything filmed at the moment, but, I think Hera could be in the cards. That should be a pretty quick, simple, easy review.
Hera. Ball jointed hands.
Dude, ball jointed wrists. Unreal. Like,
I hope they do more.
yeah, I really hope that's just what they do going forward.
Balin has them, Marak has them, Figure and Dan has them, Hera has them.
Shin,
keep it up.
Shin randomly doesn't have them, though. Oh, snap. Wilbon. Thank you for the $4.99. Appreciate
The last
it.
minute.
I know. Now they're going to make us keep streaming.
Right.
But yeah. So we got some new videos coming this week. So definitely check out those when they drop. But otherwise, that's pretty much all we got for you this week. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Ball jointed wrists are superior. Ooh, Zavi's got Balin and Shin. Definitely looking up. Yeah. Got to get that Reva going.
Right.
But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out with us today. Appreciate y'all. And hopefully you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take it easy. Continue being lazy. Just chill out. And yeah, we'll see you same time, same place next week, where we're going to be spinning that wheel of Rebo.
True, yeah. We'll be spinning that wheel. That'd be December 3rd.
Yep. So stay tuned next week, everyone. But, of course, I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.
Later, guys.